it is the Nutty Knife Guy. My first video with this new camera. So the first thing I'm going to ask you is, how does it look? How does it sound? I'm a little dubious about the sound. An external mic will be coming, but I don't know when. Hopefully you'll be able to hear this just fine. But please let me know about the new camera. It's not a really cheap one by my standards, but it is by no means state of the art. It's a generic brand, so I just couldn't afford anything better. But hopefully it'll work. Posting on Saturday instead of Sunday because I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this Sunday. Still can't get out to the war post. Weather is abysmal. Took me an hour to dig my car out again because it took me an hour to dig it out before to get out and around. But after a 2-day delay because of the weather, I got a new knife in today. I didn't really know what to do for a knife today. I mean, for a video today, other than it's going to have something to do with a knife, the Nutty Knife Guy. So I decided I'm going to do just a quick unboxing, mostly to test the camera, and mostly today because I might not be able to do this tomorrow. So let's see what we have here, shall we? Everybody should open boxes with their own pocket sword. In this case, the Cold Steel Voyager. How could I possibly get this plastic bag open without my pocket sword? Okay, what do we have here? What kind of knife? It is another Smith & Wesson M&P. This is Officer, I believe, is what they call it. American Outdoor, made in China. Let's see what we have here. Again, this tape could not be defeated by anything less than a pocket sword. Okay, what do we have here? We've got a little, like, mini Tech-Lock doodad. I'll have to look at that later. And I don't know, some sort of cardboard tab. Now this has a clip on it, which I can tell you right now won't fit in most belts. I guess it's made to be a boot knife. But I don't have a lot of boot knives. I'm not a fan of them. Well, I take it back. I have a lot of boot knives that I don't use as boot knives because I don't like carrying them in my boot. But have sheaths that are supposedly designed to carry in the boot. I have never had a boot knife. In all my years of knife collecting, hundreds of knives, I have never had a boot clip that was worth a darn for keeping the sheath in the boot when you draw the knife. Okay, now, first of all, I'm liking this. This is 8CR13 MOV steel, I think. One of those CR or MOV steels, which I find to be a good steel. I don't know if it tells you what's on the box here. I don't know if it tells you on the box or not. You would think it would. But it doesn't. I'm going to keep talking and look this up here. But first impressions, I really like it. It's nice. It's got nice, just the right amount of jimping here. I love the blade geometry. It's hefty. It's thick. Yeah, I can let you see how thick that is there. And G10 scales, which are also quite thick. It's got that blue look, probably to go with police officer uniforms. Sharpness, I'll use this little, this is pretty thick cardboard. Yeah, that's pretty friggin' sharp. Handles, Oh, yeah, I know. I know it's like trendy to have the uh, glass breakers here, but honestly, if I can take this off without ruining the knife, I'm going to. I like to be able to cap the knife comfortably in reverse grip. And this one isn't really pointy, so you can do that, but I prefer just to have that gone for that reason. Okay, let me look up that steel. I think it's like HCR13 MOV, but I get those steels mixed up. Okay, sorry about the squeaky boards. Okay. I mean, and this, it's got some branding on it, but it's not horrible for branding. It's got, no, I guess it's a model number 1122582, if my old eyes are seeing this right. But let me look up where I bought it. And I really hope this camera works. Or I've just been talking for no reason. So far, this is a very nice blade. Let's see here. Well, I'll probably wind up doing a review on this, a full review. Like I said, but today it's mostly to test the camera. Order is. But I'm digging this blade. Now, the sheath, or I guess this is rigid, so technically you get that nice Kydex click. Excellent retention, no rattle whatsoever. This clip will probably wind up coming off. I find these clips, like I said, I find these clips to most generally be useless. Okay, now specs on the knife. This is a mouthful. The Smith & Wesson M&P Officer 8.5-inch stainless steel full tang fixed blade knife, 4-inch drop point, G10 handle, glass breaker for outdoor tactical survival and EDC. Wow. But I guess the model is called the Officer, and it's got that nice blue trim on there, so it's looking pretty cool. This is a beautiful knife. Alright, and I will tell you for sure what the blade steel. 8CR13 MOV high carbon stainless steel. I still say that high carbon stainless steel is a misnomer. I realize that stainless steel can have more carbon than the other, but maybe they could have like more carbon, like slightly more carbon steel or whatever. Now it comes out of the sheath without having to press it, but if you want to, it's got a nice little jumping here on the sheath. Just pop it out of there. What will probably happen with this one is that I'll try this Tech-Lock gizmo. It's not really a Tech-Lock, but it looks a little small for my belt too. So I might wind up just using this, just using zip ties. But first impression, excuse me. I'm going to see if I can turn you over here so you can see these doors. And I'm going to tear up my basement here a little bit. Capping this knife. Okay. This is probably pine. This is a little softer wood up here. Okay. Tips holding up. That is not a surprise. This is this may be cheap steel, but it's well done cheap steel. Okay, let's see if I can find something to bash the blade. Like I said, I will do a few review on this, but I mean, you guys deserve something halfway decent to watch. I guess I could just do this. Okay, I realize that's not much of a test, but I've had knives fail on less than that. I'm not getting any edge roll or anything. I'm actually anxious to get this out to the war post and see how it handles, because It is a nice knife. I think the Smith & Wesson website lists this for like $43. I paid about $23 including tax. Let's see if I can find it real quick on the Smith & Wesson website and get you the MSRP on it, because this feels more like a $40 knife than it does a $20 knife. So as soon as I get this done here, I'm going to wrap this up and keep it short for this week's video. But also, I do want to point out, I'm just noticing, look how well contoured and textured this G10 is. And it's also pretty, but it's got the almost like file work in the G10. It's got a nice thin profile. It's not beefy. I really can't wait to get this out to the work post. I'm liking this thing a lot. Okay, that's another Amazon. That's Walmart. Where's just a Smith & Wesson? Okay. Amazon. Yeah, this might be it. Yeah, this is it. It's loading, it's loading, it's loading, it's loading. I gotta find it. There it is. I take it back. On Amazon, I got this for $23. The MSRP from the Smith & Wesson website is $54. So if you're liking this thing, go to Amazon now. This thing is awesome. It really is. I had no, and I knew that it was much more expensive. And I understand MSRPs are always inflated, but at the very least, this is a $40 knife. This could, just by the feel of it, this could be a $100 knife. So I will war post this. I am dying to war post this, but there's like a foot of snow underneath the war post, and I'm old and arthritis ridden, so I'm not going to right now. I have been thinking about having a backup war post and just hanging it down here in my resistance bunker. But man, this thing is great. Definitely not sorry I bought it. And again, please let me know how the new camera works. It sounds pretty good. I've tested it on my computer when I upload to it, but I have not tested it on YouTube yet. So please let me know how it looks and how it sounds. With that, I leave you with my normal admonishment. 2. Draw your blades only in just purpose. Sheathe them only with honor. And remember that without knives, life would be dull and pointless. Please like, share, and subscribe, and comment. That really makes me happy. It feeds the YouTube algorithm. Oh, hell, the algorithm. And with that, I bid you goodbye. And as soon as I dig it out of my debris here, I am going to use this fancy, dancy, high-tech remote control to turn you off. Bye-bye.